So here we are aboard my rolling video studio, and we are going to do life's lesson number 3, which is find a way to get comfortable in the unknown. Find a way to get comfortable in the unknown, and then seek the unknown and embrace it. As usual, the lesson came from what was happening in my life at the time. I was driving for Uber in Boston, and 4 kids from Boston University got in the car, 1 in the front, 3 in the back. So as usual, we're chit-chatting back and forth, and they're asking me about my experience and business experience and whatnot, and I was teaching them a little bit about the city because I love the city of Boston. At any rate, the kid in the passenger seat said, "Can I ask you a question?" He was very serious all of a sudden. I said, "Sure, absolutely. Go ahead and ask away." He said, "If you had one piece of advice to give us, just one piece of advice, what would that be?" Oh my God. I was floored. I was floored because, first of all, I had never even considered such a request of myself. I never thought that way. But I knew he really wanted to hear what I had to say. And the 3 kids in the back seat, oh my God, it was like laser beams, boom, right to the back of my neck. And I'm like, oh my God. And I knew I had a responsibility here. I knew without a doubt that whatever I said to these kids, I knew this instantaneously. Whatever I said to these kids is going to sit with them for the rest of their life. I just knew it. So I said to the young man, "Well, you're going to have to, please give me a few minutes. I've never ever been asked that question, and I really want to give it some serious thought." He said, "Sure, go right ahead." So we drove along, we chatted some more, and then I thought, and I go, oh my God, I got to come up with something, And then all of a sudden it hit me, and it, it's been with me for my whole life. And I never really know it. I didn't notice it. And I said to him, "You need to find a way to get comfortable in the unknown." Whoa. He said, "Wow." And the kids in the back seat were all like, oh my God. You can hear a pin drop. I said, "You need to find a way to get comfortable in the unknown, and let me explain that." I said, "We all have thought process right in here, let's say, right in here, that is the aggregation of everything we've ever learned in our entire life. Every experience we ever had, every person we ever met, conversation, book, movie, whatever. It's all jumbled up right there in the thought process that is what determines how we react to things, how we react to life today. It's right in here." And I said, "However, that's not who you are. That's not who I am. That's the accumulation of all the stuff that we've gathered over the years. That's not who we are. Who we are is beyond those boundaries. Who we really are is much more than the aggregation of what we have picked up over our lives. So this is our thought process in here, but who we are is out here. This is where the magic is, beyond what's the easy thing to think of. So find a way to get comfortable in the unknown, because that's where life is. That's where the magic is. And then find a way to find the unknown, look for it, and embrace it. And that's life's lesson number 3. And I'm sticking to it. And I think it's a great lesson. And it's going to be really important when we begin talking about thought process and how that plays into our lives. So, once again, thank you very much for your time. I wish you all the joy, happiness, love, and peace you can possibly muster. Thank you very much. Bye.